Ay, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool.
Today.
Play action. Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there.
Ty Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Breeze now on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 7.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found it.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 7.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Anderson. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Bridgewater, and down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path. A significant number. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down. And he finds Montgomery complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Tackle made by K1 Short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
makes it 3rd and 2.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Sanders. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 7.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or play the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. McCaffrey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Second and 7. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they
pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Devontae Adams, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Chester Rogers, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Down at the 23-yard
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Good. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Panthers of the 2nd half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession, but at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away.
Touchdown, Carolina!
McCaffrey on the carry.
Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again here. The Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
6-yard line.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, And before this drive can get wings, it's fourth down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
With the carry for
sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Bridgewater now. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 30.
To throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Breeze now on 1st down. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And a pass complete here to Sanders, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Saints.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Breeze pass. Complete to Jared Cook. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
13-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run here. It's Murray. And barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Latavius Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line. Knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's
one of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Carolina.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A touchdown is paramount here on 1st and goal, but got to be careful. Don't want to leave too much time on the clock for Drew Brees. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Manhertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown.
They are not ready for us.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
So Brees and the Saints down 21-20, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
At the 26-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 those last two plays. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's 2nd and 9. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. 23. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we'd say so long from New Orleans.
Came in and drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal prices. distance. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough. I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheel still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. Wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.